There's a lot of content out there, people talking about impeaching Donald Trump if Democrats win at midterms. Um, you, we got to talk about this. First of all, there's centrist Democrats out there already on media saying, no, we're not going to impeach. Tim Kaine being one of them. And I want to just put this out here right out of the starting gate. It'll be the centrist Democrats that poo poo the idea of impeaching Donald Trump because they're Republican light and they want a chance to win over Republicans.
Just when I told these people, we stop this, they are singing this now like a song. I don't know if they are using this now for a campaign strategy or what exactly. Democrats are now planning to impeach Trump if they win in 2026. This is actually not our focus on this video. There is something Joe Rogan actually agree with President Trump after a lot of people refused that it was not true. It didn't happen. On this video, we are going to take an exclusive look into this. And before we go into that, first take a look at what this lady said on this clip.
Democrats out there already on media saying, no, we're not going to impeach. Tim Kaine being one of them. And I want to just put this out here right out of the starting gate. It'll be the centrist Democrats that poo poo the idea of impeaching Donald Trump because they're Republican light and they want a chance to win over Republicans so that they can win their reelection campaigns, because progressive voters, certainly young voters, for instance, are certainly not going to vote for them. Keep that in mind. But back to impeachment. If we win the majority, you only need a simple majority in the House to vote to impeach. In the Senate, it's a much harder ask. You got to have 2/3 voting to impeach. But let's just say that happens. Once you vote to impeach, then basically the congressional court activities begin. And that can go on for months. It's run just like a regular court case. It can run on for months, maybe even over a year. Now, you're going to have Democrats sitting there thinking, well, we've got elections coming up in 2028. That's what we need to focus on. This is a nothing burger, because even if we vote to impeach and we kick out Donald Trump, we're going to get J.D. Vance for the remainder of the term, which isn't very much. Now, my response to that, it's logical to take that position. What's also strategic is to go ahead and impeach and keep the headlines on everything that comes out of the impeachment proceedings, right down to evidence, right down to witnesses. Just keep, MAGA and Trumpism in a negative limelight as you're campaigning for 2028. And furthermore, you go all out and you impeach J.D. Vance as well. That's a kind of aggressive move you do to save our democracy. And I expect progressives to be the ones that talk like this and put this kind of idea forward. But other than that, folks, don't get your hopes up. It's probably not going to happen.
I like the fact that she ended this video by saying that will not happen. They have done this, attempted to impeach Trump many times. I cannot even count right now. Just within this space, they have tried twice and he failed. I don't know why this Democrat can't think of other things. These old strategies don't work. Like I said on my one of my videos, they like to create the narrative and they share the script for everyone to pick up. Then they start considering that narrative to be facts. This is actually how they operate. Look at what this lady is saying. Let's keep the MAGA and in a negative light. We keep repeating that. We keep repeating that. What will change? I don't know if they don't realize that this kind of politics don't work again. They try to paint Trump in a negative light during the elections from one after another, from this to this, change laws. In California, just for a lawsuit about this, as you know, came into Trump, this E-Gen lady. After they changed the laws, they did all that just to tarnish Trump image, but it still didn't work out.
Georgia officials and complaints agree that failing to obtain required poll worker signatures on the tabulator tapes for roughly 315,000 early vote in Fulton County was a violation of Georgia election procedure law, i.e., it was not done in compliance with the statute. That does not automatically mean individual voters did anything wrong or that their ballots are criminally illegal, but it does mean the county's certification process for those votes did not follow the state legal requirements. There's 315,000 votes that aren't supposed to be there. They didn't sign for but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
We just forgot to tally.
Forgot to tally. Whoopsies. We were so busy making sure we saved democracy that we forgot to tally.
They saved it.
Yes, to make you understand exactly what is going on, there is a video here from Fulton County Board of Elections. Attorney Ann, she actually said something in relation to what Joe Rogan is saying here. Take a look at that.
I have not seen the tapes myself, but we do not dispute that the tapes were not signed. It was a violation of the rule. Since 2020, again, we have new leadership and a new building and a new board and new standard operating procedures. And since then, the training has been enhanced. The poll watchers are trained specifically. They've got to sign the tapes in the morning and they've got to sign the tapes when they're run at the end of the day. When the tapes come back to the hub for, with all the documentation, they are checked again. And if somebody forgot to sign a tape, then Fulton initiates an investigation. But we don't dispute the allegation.
Yes, Joe Rogan is finally admitting that President Trump was right in 2020. Yeah, when you take a look at this, Joe Rogan on Georgia finding 315K vote from 2020 elect without proper signatures. That should tell you a lot, right? If you are wondering why this is coming out now, taking a look at this, Fulton County Board of Elections attorney and admit that 315K early votes were illegally certified during the 2020 elect. When you said this in 2020, they will consider you to be spreading conspiracies everywhere. Now it has came out to be like this. I don't know what these people will actually say. I saw this video, I could not bypass. I just wanted people to understand, see exactly what is going on. This video has been on social media for days now. When this came out, that should tell you a lot, right?
I bet you there are a lot of people that voted for Trump that wish and a lot of people who didn't vote.
They work to manufacture talking points. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
But on the other side of it, the Rob Reiner thing was crazy because Rob Reiner made it a mission to try to get Trump out of office and to try to get Trump arrested. And It's this really weird video.
I don't want to make the video long. I think I'm going to end here. Please share the video. As of the short clips you see at the end, that is for the YT algorithm.
Nobody is afraid of Jasmine Crockett because of her authenticity.
And that is actually what they are fearful of, is my authenticity, because it rings
old to my looks.
There you go.
Out. Buy what I'm selling. Yes, this
Groups, he's giving him basically $1,700.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see them get it.
Breaking through all. Put his condolences out.
Democrats think that MAGA is going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
You and your husband were friends with Rob and Michelle Reiner, and
everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one interview, she said,
"We should have said nothing." The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Absolute horror.
This media campaign that they've launched against